I'm starting to see that regret and blame are both useless. But more than just useless, they are harmful. Because when we regret, when we blame, that is the same mind state that led to the blame. That led to regret. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm starting to see, maybe there are better ways of wording this. I'm quite hungry and I'm maybe anxious, but I just wanted to say it when it comes to me, because I keep deliberating on things and leaving things and waiting on things, and it's like every moment is precious, and it's like I feel I've just got to just say it there and then if I can. And I can say it right now because I've got this phone in front of me. I've got, the use of my hands and the use of my voice and the use of this phone, and I can make this video right now. I don't know if I'll always be able to make this video, so that's why I'm just saying it right now, even if it's not perfect, even if it's flawed and all over the place. But what I'm saying is that I've often regretted things a lot in my life, and I've blamed people for things, and I've blamed myself for experiences, and I've regretted experience, but not regret the experience, but regret my actions. I've regretted my actions, and I've blamed people for their actions, and been confused for years. But that same unwholesome mind state, that same blame, that same blame that same anger, that same emotion is what led me to do lots of those things to begin with. As well as, I guess, the main point I'm trying to say is, and maybe this just isn't an easy thing to talk about, especially how I'm feeling right now, because sometimes I try to talk my way into feeling better and end up feeling worse because I know I'm bullshitting myself. So I don't want it to be one of these videos, but if it is, then it is. If it is got some of that in it, some of that where I'm just bullshitting myself, because I can feel it. I can feel it in my body when I'm bullshitting myself. And maybe I will continue to bullshit myself now and then. But I felt like I had this realization. Maybe I didn't, and I thought I did, but maybe I'm overthinking. I don't know, maybe my brain is just overworked. It is overworked, I know that, but it's just, maybe just too much emotion I'm feeling because of everything. I'm just getting all these realizations that are coming to me, and maybe I'm trying too hard, but I'm starting to see that it's not just about seeing how regret and blame, it's not just seeing how regretting mistakes, whatever that is, and blaming people for things that have happened is harmful, even though it is. But it's actually that blame and regret is a mistake in itself. That's really the main thing that I suppose I could have just said at the beginning, but maybe I needed to just allow myself to get to that point. But that is the mistake. That is one, it's one of the biggest mistakes, because the emotion of regret causes us to do more stupid things, and the emotion of blame makes us to do more stupid things. For example, if I blame someone for what happens and I hurt them because I blame them for what they did to me, now I've created more blame, because now they're going to blame me for their hurt, and I'm going to blame myself for their hurt. This is how hatred just leads to hatred with no end. This is what Yuta Dharma emailed me about, and it's so true, and it's taken me so long to see it, but I'm glad I see it late than never. Maybe I'll still slip into bad habits, but in a sense it's liberating to see it. But I guess I've been so deluded for so long, I haven't seen it, and I know I'm still deluded, but maybe less so. Because I've seen how it's been happening whole life. Maybe not the whole life. Maybe there's a lot I don't see. There's a lot I don't remember. But there's a lot I do remember. And I remember the hatred and the blame just led to more hatred and more blame on all sides. And so did the regret. Because that regret then can lead to guilt. And then that leads to unwholesome actions. Guilt doesn't lead to a wholesome action. It shows that the person is guilty. So it shows that they're trying. But it's far from ideal, because they often overcompensate. And many people have done this. And they do it automatically. They go too far in one direction, out of balance, because they feel guilty about something they've done. And they feel they must make sure it never happens again. So they go the other extreme. It's like if a father feels he neglected his son. Once he realizes that, he may do everything he can to spend as much time with that son as possible. And it may feel good for him because it may be alleviating his guilt. But it may also be to the son's detriment. And this is what happened to me for many years. My father couldn't see it. I couldn't even see it. I thought, oh God, he must love me so much. And he does. I can feel he does. But he was also guilty. And guilt and love are not the same thing.